I battle an incurable disease every day. It empowers me to help people like you tap into your full potential.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's a burn.
I want everyone to have the tools and the right mindset to be the best version of themselves. Nutrition, exercise, inspirational stories to motivate and educate you. I'm Peter Nielsen, and I'm your personal life coach.
We are days away from a new year, 2018. Can you believe it? And for many of us, we're planning to move forward with a new wellness plan. New Year's resolutions, everyone has them. But unfortunately, 90% of people will fail within the first 90 days. I don't want you to be a statistic. Throughout this show, I want to give you guidelines nutritionally as well as on your fitness plan. But to put together a prescribed wellness program, what exactly is that anyway? A wellness program is a blueprint towards good health made specifically for you. It's your nutrition and exercise guide aimed at keeping you on track and helping you reach your goals. Your program should consist of a balance of exercise and proper nutrition. Sit down and write it out. Write down your goals on what you want to accomplish. Journal it, then develop a plan just for you. You know, to have a successful wellness program, you need to realize that 60 to 70% on how you look and how you feel has to do with what you eat. And we need to keep the balance. Protein is the building block to muscle, carbohydrates, the master fuel to our engine, our bodies. And we need essential fatty acids. See, if we truly have well-balanced meals throughout the day, specifically every 2 to 3 hours, our blood sugar levels are going to stay more consistent. We'll have more energy. This teeny berry may seem small, but the benefits are huge when it comes to focusing. Studies show the antioxidants in blueberries can stimulate the flow of blood and oxygen to your brain, which can boost concentration and memory for up to 5 hours. The antioxidants anthocyanin even protects against cancer, heart disease, and dementia. I love green leafy vegetables. They're a must for any meal plan or wellness program. Leafy green vegetables are packed with antioxidants and carotenoids, which boost your brain power and also help protect your brain. Leafy greens are full of B vitamins. Studies show B vitamins can help your memory, focus, and brain health. These vegetables also contain folic acid, which can help improve your mental clarity. Choose green. The greener the leaf, the better. Now that you know that 60 to 70% on how you look and how you feel on your wellness plan has to do with nutrition, let's talk fitness 101. Your wellness fitness program has to have 3 legs. The first is resistance training. I'm on a cross cable machine. I'm working my upper body, my chest. When you're designing your strength training program, there are specific things you need to know. The first thing you need to do is identify, are you a beginner, intermediate, or advanced person that works out with weights? If you do not have a 1.5 years of experience with strength training, you should work your full body out 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. Each workout should consist of 2 exercises per body part for 10 repetitions and 3 sets. If you're intermediate, then you should work out 4 days a week, working 3 body parts per day, resting on Wednesday, so you'd be training your full body twice a week with more workload. And for advanced, it would be 3 days on, 1 day off, only working 2 body parts per day, but your workload, your sets, go higher. The next component of your wellness fitness program is cardiovascular training. And as you can see, there's many different vehicles you can choose. You can choose a stepper, you can choose an elliptical machine, you're taking care of the most important muscle, your heart. If you don't use your heart, you could lose it. We only have one pump. We got 2 hands, 2 legs. We need to make sure we do cardiovascular training. But let me show you some important do's and don'ts when it comes to cardio. Before starting any cardiovascular training program, you need to make sure you check with your physician, especially if you're on heart medicine, such as a beta blocker or a blood thinner. It's important to establish where your training heart rate is with your cardiologist. Once you have the green light, then you're ready to go. You should be doing cardio 5 out of 7 days a week. Each session should be 45 to 60 minutes long, and your intensity should be 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. If you're just recovering or coming out of the hospital from an injury, just lean into fitness. Let's get better together. I'll take 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And lastly, you want to make sure you stretch. And when you stretch, it shouldn't hurt, and you should hold the stretch for about 5 seconds. I'm stretching my hamstrings, and then I'm going to cross this over, stretch my IT band, come up, stretch my glute. I'm going to do the other side. Then what I'm going to do is put this leg down and just roll over. Again, work the glute and the lumbar area. This is going to take you no more than 5 to 10 minutes after a workout. I've been motivating and educating thousands of people around the world, transforming their lives as well as their bodies over the last 25 years. And there's nothing that brings me more joy than to see people successful when they feel good from the inside out. But there's one thing that really excites me more than anything. When someone has a physical challenge, they're dealing with a crisis, they dig deep and they take the word determination to the next level. One person that comes to mind that does that over and over again is Shauna Wilson.
I became paralyzed 18 years ago. I was on my way to work. I had my 2-year-old son with me, and I was pregnant with 5 months with my daughter, Alyssa. And on our way to work, it was really foggy out, it was snowy, it was in January, and I was hit on my driver's side of my door by a semi.
Shauna and her son were transported to the hospital. Her son was okay, and the baby girl Shauna was carrying was still alive.
2 weeks later, my body started shutting down, and the doctors came in and said, "You cannot carry both of you. The baby's pulling too much." And I said, "Well, I don't know what you want me to do." There was no choice. And I just kind of left it at that. And at 10:30 that night, the baby actually delivered herself. At 10:30 p.m. she delivered, and she lived for 5 days, and then she went home to be with the Lord.
For many people, that would have broken their spirit, but not Shauna. She had 3 more children and doesn't let being in a wheelchair stop her from doing anything, including taking my challenge.
If I take this challenge and win, now they're going to have to build a ramp. It was kind of a second challenge. There was even more motivation to win that.
Guess what? Yes, Shauna won my challenge. Now my challenge was, how was I going to train her? I started talking to her about modifying a push-up, but as I said it, Shauna amazed me and got out of her chair.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's a burn.
I need to be down there. I won this challenge for this workout with you, not to watch you. And so I was very motivated to get down there and just to push myself and just get the most out of my workout with you.
Shauna is truly an inspiration. She uses her life experiences to help others.
I feel very humbled and very honored that my life could help and touch somebody else. I just want people to find their joy. I want them to find happiness with wherever they are in their life. Focus on the good things that are in their life, focus on the people who are closest to them, focus on the things that they are able to still do, and find enjoyment in those things.
If Shauna can do it, there are no excuses. You can do it too. You know, over the last 25 years, it's been so hard. I get hundreds of emails every day. And I get very disappointed when I can't answer each and every one of you. So we put together something that can help, a new website. I want you to go to peternielsen.com. I have exercise videos for every day, Monday through Friday. You could work out right alongside me. And you can take my challenge. I challenge you to. For 30 days, give me your time and let's make a better version of you. After the commercial break, we're going to deal with some great back exercises. So stick around. Welcome back. We're hours away from a new year. I want to give you some great new exercises you can incorporate in your program. Let's get started right now. This is a great back exercise. I'm on a cable lower row, and what you do is your arms are close together, your knees are slightly bent. You're actually getting some hamstring work when you're pulling away from this, but you want to make sure you don't hyperextend your back or you could hurt your lower back. We want to strengthen your back. So this is taking a deep breath, blowing it out on the hardest part, which is coming up. You oxygenate. Your shoulders back, your chest out. This is a great way to strengthen your back, whether it's from an injury that you had, or you're looking to kayak, or you're looking to row a boat. This is a great way to really strengthen for activities that you like. Now, if you don't have this, I have something that you could do that simulates the same thing, especially if you have back issues. Check this out. A great back-friendly exercise is get yourself a bench, put it up to about 45 degrees, get your pair of dumbbells, put your chest against it so you're coming down so that you cannot use your lower back, you're using your lats. Now you're taking all the pressure off of your lower back and you're getting a great exercise like I was just doing with a cable row machine. Creativity, intensity, magic will happen for your next workout. Let me show you one more exercise for the back. Now that you've seen two exercises that I've just done for the back, one being the lower cable row, other being the dumbbell with the bench, if you have neither, check this out. All you need to do is get this infamous exercise cable. You want to make sure you put it on correctly. And what you're doing is you're just wrapping it around like this. So now that it's secure, if you don't have it secure, it's going to come back and say hello to you. And you're not going to have a memorable experience. Knees slightly bent. And it's simulating the same thing that we have right behind me. With any of these exercises, 3 sets of 10 repetitions. This will take you into the new year in a healthy way. It should come as no surprise that the overconsumption of sugar creates havoc on the body, from diabetes to being overweight. In my opinion, it is the most addictive, legalized substance on the planet. Eating sugary foods produces a chemical change in the brain's reward center and can cause the sensation of craving and withdrawal. The U.S. National Institute on Drug Abuse found that these changes in the brain are similar to those who are addicted to cocaine. But it goes one step further. We're finding out that sugar affects your hormone balance. So women who've been eating refined sugars or added sugars are getting more depressed. There's a chemical reaction that happens on the inside. When you consume too much sugar, more insulin is released to help your body produce it. Higher levels of insulin mean more food calories stored as fat. Higher insulin means higher levels of leptin, the hormone that tells your body to stop eating. Prolonged overconsumption of sugar can lead to leptin resistance. This causes your brain to not hear leptin telling it to stop. So you keep eating and start gaining weight. Leptin resistance also tends to make you feel sluggish, making it more difficult to be active, which further promotes weight gain. So clearly too much sugar is bad for you, but how much is too much? Well, according to the American Heart Association, men should have no more than 9 teaspoons a day. Women should have no more than 6 teaspoons a day, and young children, none more than 3 teaspoons a day. But when you think about sugar, it's in everything. In this 12-ounce beverage of soda pop, it has not 1, not 2, 10 whopping teaspoons of sugar. If one of your family members or yourself had 1 can of soda pop that has 150 empty calories, had it every day for 1 year, you just gained 16 pounds. Where do you want to wear it? The average American consumes 19.5 teaspoons of sugar every day. That's almost double that's in this 12-ounce soda pop. If you put those numbers together, us Americans have 66 pounds of sugar per person every year. That's insane, but it's not entirely our fault. The sugar being tracked in these studies doesn't just come from candy and cakes. It comes from everyday foods that you wouldn't even think to check. Let's be clear, some juices have health benefits, but I much rather see you eat your fruit than drink it. I know I just threw you a lot of information, so let's summarize. Over-consuming sugar causes weight gain and diabetes as a result of high insulin levels depositing more fat cells. Leptin resistance tricks your brain into not knowing when to stop eating and causes overeating and laziness. And diets high in refined and added sugar increases your likelihood to develop depression, leading to you becoming less active and gaining weight. But there is hope. You need to be disciplined at the breakfast, lunch, and dinner table and know that every day you need to be aware of what you're putting in this little circle called your mouth. You need to start reading labels and understanding there's 56 different words for sugar, some being fructose, dextrose, glucose, and anything with the word syrup in it, stay away from. I'm in the produce section. Color is king here, and also nutrition is. You're going to be safe. When you start having food work for you, not against you, you're going to have more energy. You're going to want to work out. You're going to feel and look good. What a concept. Many of you will be picking up a bottle of champagne to bring in the new year or a cocktail. I don't want to be a party pooper, but most of these drinks are packed with calories. Drinking too much alcohol can blow your New Year's resolution of losing weight. It's very caloric. Calorie for calorie, alcohol is closer calorically to fat with 7 calories versus 9 calories for fat. The problem with alcohol is it temporarily keeps your body from burning fat. Your body can't store calories from alcohol for later the way it does for food calories. So basically, when you drink, you put your metabolic system on pause. I have some holiday favorites that I want to show you. Some choices are better than the other. The first to start is your glass of champagne. 3.5 ounces, 100 calories. Your glass of red wine has about 160 calories in 5 ounces. And for white wine, it comes in at 140 calories. This Long Island iced tea, 276 calories. This one, the Margarita, takes the prize. 8 ounces of a standard margarita on the rocks is about 450 calories. If you bump it up to 12 ounces, that's a whopping 680 calories. Listen, I'm not trying to spoil your fun. If you want to have a drink, here are some great tips. Eat when you drink. It helps stabilize your blood sugar levels without slowing down your metabolism. But don't go overboard. Realize that drinking makes you hungry, so you're going to want to eat more. But probably the most important tip, moderation is key. Set a limit, 2 to 3 drinks, and stick to it. You will definitely feel better in the morning. I hope this show has truly motivated and educated you to be the best version of yourself. And let's not be a statistic. Let's make our New Year's resolutions 365 days for 2018. And you could do that by being the CEO of your body. I want you to have your short-term goals. Yes, you could dream big, but journal your progress. Make an appointment with yourself at the gym. Clean out the house with all the garbage and put some healthy food so you feel good from the inside out. This year could be the best year of your life, but you need to find your reasons why. And most importantly, you need to believe again.